35 before they can stop him. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who Brock, I think, needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just...
They'll start this series with an option left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Now it's Mahomes. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He completes it in traffic. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Motioning right is Ayuk. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has it on the slant. It's a Denver touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And as we close out the regular season, you can see he's in prime position to lead the league in touchdown receptions. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it! And that's a Kansas City touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Completes this one to Rice. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Chiefs.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes. Pass it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Back to throw, Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And a lot of things Jerry Rice did we might never see equaled again, but that's what he's just done here. It's his 22nd touchdown catch of the season. That matches the career best of Rice and puts him one behind the NFL record. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds his back complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job, and this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defense a play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Here's a give up the middle. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a give running right. Room to run inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Daniel Whelan on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs running away with it in the second quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos offense all set to go. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late.
Here we go, set, go!
On first down, they'll run. Oh, stiff arm. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Nicks off the play action. Bails out. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Broncos, first down.
Check,
Moore's got it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They'll run the toss for Williams. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos pushing for a late spark before halftime. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Nick's now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. He's got, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. A final throw before the break. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Quentin Johnston, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. John Wolford throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Browns are in need of some changes come the offseason. We know that. But they do get the victory there to give them a final record of 6-11. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action with Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Nix. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Dump off caught by his back. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Mahomes now. Connects with the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Option give here. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. This return makes it up to the 25. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. They'll run here on 1st down. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. Nix from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This finds Franklin. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39. He's on the move. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Brought in by Ayuk. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lower the deficit they face. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. This is ahead for about 5. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. All right, here we go, second down. From the 31. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The Broncos and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Broncos get set to take over. Throwing on first down, Nix dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 3. That finds Ayuk, complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The handoff on third and short. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first and 10, here's Nix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That throw is looking for Brandon Ayuk. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Broncos football as we enter the fourth of what's been a largely one-sided game. All plays on the table here for third and 3. Here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They have themselves another first and 10. They'll throw again. Nix hits his running back. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Nix now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The visitors, Dan Rashee Rice, ready for a new series on offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5. Another carry for him. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Back to the well again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4. They give it to him again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 21. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs continue piling it on here in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
On the return, here's Mims. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes the Bronco offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Nix with it on first. Moore's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Nix looking to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Nix from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down. Shotgun snap to Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chiefs nearing their 15th win this season. Going to the ground again on first. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now give left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Up and good from Blankenship. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Nix. That's more on the quick slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the championship they're focused on, right, Brock? And the road to the Super Bowl will begin at home next week in the wild card round. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.